It was a night that fight fans around the world had been waiting for, a clash of styles, generations, and nations, all converging in the heart of Bangkok at the sold-out Impact Arena. The matchup was set at catchweight, bringing together two exceptional fighters, the young, dynamic, and fearless Rodtang Jitmuangnon, known to millions as the Iron Man, and the seasoned, battle-tested warrior Denis Puric, affectionately called the Bosnian Menace. Despite the 13-year age gap between them, both athletes stepped into the circle with something to prove, and neither showed any signs of hesitation. Denis Puric, representing both Bosnia and Canada, came into the fight with a professional record of 41 wins and 13 losses, with an impressive 22 knockouts to his name. Training out of Soy Dogs MMA and House of Champions, Puric had built a reputation for aggressive striking, tight boxing combinations, and relentless forward pressure. He also held a slight edge in height and reach, physical advantages he intended to use to keep Rodtang at bay. On the other side stood the ever-popular Rodtang, the pride of Thailand and one of the most accomplished Muay Thai fighters in the world. A 6-time ONE flyweight Muay Thai world champion and the number 1 ranked flyweight kickboxing contender, Rodtang entered the circle with a staggering fight record of 271 wins and 43 losses. Fighting out of the famed Jitmuangnon gym, his style was defined by pressure, volume, and ironclad durability, often walking through his opponent's best shots to land his own devastating attacks. But on this night, fans witnessed a version of Rodtang that many had not seen before. As the fight began, Rodtang opened with a sharp left hook and quickly went to work on Puric's body, mixing up his attacks with precision. His approach was noticeably more measured than usual. Instead of the usual bullrush style, he was calm, calculating, and moving smoothly in and out of range. Puric stayed composed, landing a clean right hand and showing slick footwork as he circled away from Rodtang's pressure. He switched stances, shuffled into combinations, and remained aggressive in the exchanges, clearly not intimidated by the Iron Man's reputation. The first round saw both men finding success, Rodtang landing heavier shots and controlling the pace, while Puric landed counters and adjusted well to the pressure. Midway through the round, a cut opened up on Puric's right cheek from a sharp Rodtang hook, but the Bosnian Menace didn't flinch. He returned fire with a stiff jab and a check hook, even taunting Rodtang to bring more. The intensity rose with every exchange, and the crowd responded with roaring approval. In the second round, Puric began to find his rhythm. He landed several solid punches, including a lead left hook that caught Rodtang clean. He also began attacking the legs, chopping at Rodtang's support leg and forcing adjustments. At the same time, Rodtang shifted his stance slightly, standing more upright and adopting a more traditional Muay Thai posture. The fight's tempo changed. It became a back-and-forth chess match, Rodtang with his fast combinations and punishing bodywork, and Puric with his accurate counters and footwork. The two warriors met each other head-on in the center of the circle, trading shots and refusing to give ground. Puric's confidence grew as the second round progressed. He switched to southpaw briefly and landed a beautiful body kick, followed by a spinning back kick that nearly caught Rodtang off guard. His ability to regain composure after a tough first round showed his veteran experience. Meanwhile, Rodtang continued to chip away at the body and press forward, never allowing Puric to rest. The second round ended with both men locked in a high-level striking duel, each testing the limits of the other's toughness and technique. By the time the third and final round began, the energy in the arena was electric. Both fighters knew the outcome was still up for grabs. Rodtang returned to a more aggressive approach, closing the distance and throwing fast, clean combinations. A well-timed knee up the middle landed flush, followed by a short elbow on the break. Puric, still fighting with grit, answered with a spinning kick and a right hand that backed Rodtang up momentarily. The exchanges were fierce, technical, and full of tension. As the final minute ticked down, Rodtang began to dominate the center of the circle, landing repeated shots to the body and head. His pressure never stopped. Even after taking some stiff shots himself, he marched forward, refusing to let Puric gain momentum. Puric, showing the heart of a true warrior, continued to trade, throwing everything he had left. He knew this was the final chance, the moment to empty the tank and leave no doubt. Rodtang, however, remained calm and sharp, landing clean combinations and dodging counters with slick head movement. With just seconds remaining, Rodtang landed a spinning elbow and followed it with a low kick that echoed through the arena. The final bell rang, and the Impact Arena erupted in applause. Both fighters had delivered an incredible performance, one that lived up to every expectation. As they embraced in the center of the circle, there was nothing but respect between them. When the scorecards were read, all three judges saw the fight in favor of Rodtang Jitmuangnon, awarding him a unanimous decision victory, his 272nd professional win. The crowd roared once more as the Iron Man's hand was raised, celebrating yet another victory for one of the most beloved and dominant fighters in combat sports history. Rodtang's performance was a masterclass in controlled aggression and tactical striking. He adjusted his usual style, stayed composed under fire, and executed a brilliant game plan. Denis Puric, on the other hand, showed incredible toughness, experience,